I really like the way that Negreanu put this. And he's definitely someone who knows a thing or two about position. Here's him playing at, by the looks of the chips, probably the one drop by the looks of the table. Being a sports fan, by the way, guys, questions, please write them down and then like save them in a notepad so we can post them all at the end of the presentation. I've got about 15 more minutes of slides, and then I'm going to field questions from everybody. So just keep them handy, save them, and I'll be ready to respond to all of them at the end of the slideshow, because I see there are a couple great ones in the chat and I want to field those. So being a sports fan, Negreanu looks at things in terms of being in control. So the way he looks at it is when you're in position, you're on offense. You're the aggressor. You're putting pressure on your opponents. You're acting on them. And when you're out of position, you're on defense. You are trying to kind of hold your ground and you are reacting to the opponents who are probably putting pressure on you, because position allows you all the things that we mentioned in the previous slides. Okay, so talking about control, let's talk about how position helps us play with more control. So a couple slides ago, we talked about early position, middle position, late position, and out of position. But honestly, that's really just for pre-flop, which is part of the game, but it's not the main part of the game. Most of the money is exchanged after the flop. Most of the money is wagered after the flop, whether you're in position or out of position. And so once we get back past pre-flop, and that was just kind of a way to plan your pre-flop strategy, you need to know that it's no early, middle, and late position. You're either in position or you're not. So yes, you can have better position than others in multi-way pots, but truly having absolute position, truly being in position is everything, because better position, while it means you get more information than the worst position, you don't get control. And what we really want when we're playing poker is control over the action, control over our opponents. And here's an example. Here are two plays which can only be applied by the player in absolute position. The players with relative position, the players with, second best position cannot apply these plays. And you're going to see that these are two really powerful plays that give us control over the action. The first one is the free card play, which is an old play that originated in Limit Holdem because bet size increased on the turn. So in Limit Holdem, let's say you're playing 50 cents a dollar for simplicity. The bets pre-flop are 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. The bets on the flop are 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. The bets on the turn would be 2, 4, 6, 8, and the bets on the river would be 2, 4, 6, 8. And the idea behind the free card play was if you had a draw in position and your opponent bet the flop for 1, and you expected that if you called his bet, he was going to follow through and bet the turn for 2. Well, instead of calling the flop bet and calling the turn bet to try to see if we could realize our equity by the river, what you would do to execute the free card play is you would raise the flop to 2 to represent a stronger hand than you have. Hope that your opponent would just call, fearing that you may have a stronger hand than theirs. And when they check to you on the turn, instead of continuing to bet, which is what you would do with your stronger hands, you check back and see the turn and river for a second bet. And you only put in 1 extra chip with that flop raise instead of having to put in 2 extra chips for the turn bet. And this is something that is carried over to No Limit Hold'em as well, because generally speaking, the size of a flop raise is going to be smaller than the size of a turn bet. And it also gives us a lot of control because, we have the implied threat of, are we going to bet the turn and the river? And we have a lot more flexibility and power because we have position. The second play is the free showdown play, which is, in my understanding, purely a no limit play that originated in No Limit. And the idea is very similar to the free card play, but instead of executing on the flop, it's executed on the turn. And the way this play works is when your opponent bets the turn for whatever amount is, we'll just say, he bets $50 into a pot where the size isn't relevant. And you assume that he's going to bet the river for, 75 or 100 or 150. What you would do, instead of calling the turn bets to, evaluate on the river, you would raise the turn bet. If you're planning to call the river, you would raise the turn bet to say 100 or 120. And then when he checks to you on the river, you have the option to just check and show down your hand for the price of your raise on the turn, which you set the price rather than the price of their river bet. So again, by doing the free showdown play, which you can only do in position, you are taking control. You are choosing the price for which you are going to show down your hand on the turn, rather than letting them choose the price of the showdown by calling their bet and calling again. Plus, with the free showdown play, you also have the opportunity to bet the river after raising the turn. It's a very strong line to call flop, raise turn, and bet river. And that's why this is a great play to make with the nuts, but also with draws, so that you can add fold equity to your draws and not only win the pot when you make your hand, but also have a chance to win the pot by making your opponent fold. And a really great play to make with blockers, because even though your opponent might fear the turn bet that much, they may fear that a bigger bet is coming on the river and say, well, I don't want to put this money in on the turn if I can't call the river, and I assume my opponent's going to bet the river. So they may fold to the turn bet because of the threat of a river bet. And that's how you can get a lot more fold equity with little risk, and it comes in position. There is no play out of position that achieves the same thing that these two plays do. And this is just another example of just how powerful position is. Another thing about being in position, as I mentioned, is when you're in position, you have the right to last action, and thus the ability to build the pot greatly compared to your opponents who are out of position. So in cash game poker, the play is typically 100 big blinds, which means we play flops, turns, and rivers, unlike tournaments where a lot of time it's pre-flop and flop. So this is kind of what pot growth looks like. This is an image from my book, The Cash Game Guide. So because of the extra info, we get to apply it on bigger, more meaningful streets. So you don't just get to apply your positional advantage on the flop, which you can see is much more significant than pre-flop. You also get to apply it on the turn, which is much more significant than both flop and pre-flop. In fact, it's more significant than both of them put together. And you get to apply it on the river, which is even bigger. So, this is how a poker hand goes. We start the hand with little information and we make little bets. And then the pot grows where we have more information and the bets get bigger. And then as we get to the later and later streets, the pots get to their biggest. And the in-position player who gets right to last action, right to grow the pot one more time over their opponents, gets the most info and gets the opportunity to make the biggest bet. So just think about how big an advantage that is. Not only do you get more information than your opponents, but you also get the choice, the strategic option to apply that information when the stakes are at their highest. It's massive. Now, when I first saw this image, it didn't quite do it justice. So what I did was I made one in Paint. Forgive my non-elite skills. I'm just a poker teacher. I'm not a graphic designer. And I put the image together to show just how significant the later street play is relative to the earlier street play. And the deeper the stacks, the more we're playing in the red zone, the yellow zone, the red zone, and even beyond the red zone as the stacks get very deep. And again, the player with position has an advantage in all these circles. So the deeper the stacks, the more streets we play, the more betting we do, the bigger the bets, the bigger the advantage for the player in position. And this is why relative position is overrated. How many blue circles are there in the red one? How many green circles are there in the red one? Relative position is really most valuable in early streets when the pots are multi-way. And usually by the river, if the pots have grown, you're going to be heads up. And once again, you're either in position or you're not. So a little story from a session I played last month at Fallsview. I was playing a 2-5 game, deep stack buy-in. You can buy in for $1,000. And it was getting into the evening. The game was loosening up a bit. And this guy came to the table who just was really action player. He decided he was going to blind raise every hand from every position. You don't get a strategic option when you do that. It's not like a straddle. You just have to check unless it gets raised ahead of you. And I was sitting to his right, which isn't the best thing. You know, I don't have position on this player who is ready to give action, putting a lot of pressure on everyone. But I figured out that instead of raising my hands and then giving him the option to take his money back, if I limped in, he had to check. It had to go through him. Everyone else had to act. And then I could see how everyone was acting before I really made my decision. I just limp in for 5, get all the information, then make my decision. It's kind of like straddling. And I thought it was really awesome. You know, I'm getting all this information. I can do limp raises. I can do squeezes. But what I realized was, except for the hands where he was blind raising to $30 or $50, where I could get a lot of money in pre-flop, getting to limp call with relative position or even limp raise to small amounts with relative position wasn't that valuable, because when we were playing 200, 300 big blind deep poker, most of the action, most of the significant meaningful money was going in after the flop, and I was playing out of position on those streets. So I realized after about 45 minutes of this that actually, despite the fact I thought I had a good position, that I didn't have that great of a position. And I actually ended up quitting the game because of that, which I thought was a little ludicrous. I'm like, I have a guy blind raising every hand, and yet I don't think it's a great spot for me. And I realized it was because of my position that the spot wasn't good. And this is why the Mississippi straddle, where you can straddle on the button, is so powerful. You get to play a bigger pot with absolute position every hand, and you also get to see how the blinds react before you make your decision. It's a huge advantage. And this is why relative position, in my opinion, is overrated compared to absolute position. Now let me talk a little bit about what pokercoaching.com is for those of you who are watching this on YouTube perhaps, or are watching it through, you found out about it through my Instagram feed or my stories or my Twitter post or my Facebook post or my email, and you're like, I know grips, but I don't know poker coaching. What is pokercoaching.com? Pokercoaching.com is the newest training site on the scene, founded by Jonathan Little and co-taught with Alex Fitzgerald, Matt Affleck, and myself, Evan Jarvis. What I really love about pokercoaching.com is the fact that they have these interactive poker hand quizzes. It's the first training site I've seen that actually has an engaging format. It's not just passively you're getting information, you're getting downloads of theories and concepts, but you actually get to apply them. You get to test yourself and you get feedback immediately. Jonathan has made over 400 interactive poker hand quizzes, and myself, Alex, and Matt are adding new hand quizzes every single week as well. So that database is just going to keep growing and growing. Jonathan also has over 30 coaching challenge webinars from his Inner Circle program. And he also has live coaching challenge webinars every month. And so do the rest of us instructors. About the quizzes, they're really great because they get you in the right state of mind. They're a great warm-up. It's interactive and forces you to really bring your knowledge. There's something that happens when we get more engaged in the learning process. We retain very little when we just listen to things. We get a lot more when we write things down. So if someone wanted to see this slide, hit that print screen button so you can capture this slide and then paste it in a Paint document, and then you can save those notes for later. Writing down helps us retain more, but then thinking things through, explaining things gives us the highest level of retention. And that's the beauty of these quizzes, is you get to test yourself, and then you get immediate feedback, and you can kind of talk, well, this is why I did it. And then find out what Jonathan or what Alex or what Matt or what I thought and why we did it. And it's not necessarily saying that I'm the coach, so what I said is right. It's, I'm the coach and this is my thought process and this is why I did what I did. And you're going to have your reasons why you did what you did. And we can learn from the other perspectives. It's not about right or wrong. It's about expanding our thought process and learning what other factors to think about. I even found when making quizzes myself, I didn't like some of the moves I made. And I gave myself less points for the play I actually did because I realized in review and thought that there were actually better options out there. So a friend of mine who uses these quizzes every time to warm up before a session says the easiest way to get in the zone. It's the best way to warm up for sessions. It's very fast. It's very quick. It costs no money. You don't have to like drive to a casino to warm up or play an online session warm up. You can just get in the zone very quickly. And pokercoaching.com has a 7-day free trial. So you can literally get these quizzes absolutely for free. And Jonathan's usually giving out bonuses too. So there's a lot of good value to get there. On top of that, Jonathan has, as he opened pokercoaching.com, he sadly closed the doors on floattheturn.com, which was his original training site. So Jonathan and I both have something in common is that we go hard on creating content. The difference is where I was just like, I'm just going to make all these free videos on YouTube. Jonathan's like, I'm going to make some free videos on YouTube, but I'm going to take my 700 videos and put them on a member training site where people are uber serious. And over the years, he created 786 poker training videos. It's massive. It's over 400 hours of poker videos. And when you sign up for pokercoaching.com, which again has that 7-day free trial, you get access to all the Float the Turn videos as well. So you get those for free as well for a week. And you'll see that this is just an absolute wealth of knowledge that beyond the free trial will pay for itself very quickly. Because Jonathan is a really great poker mind and a really great teacher and a really great player too. So here's a happy member of pokercoaching.com who won a live tournament in Maryland State and said he couldn't have done it without Jonathan Little's books and online coaching site and a few lucky flops. I too have had some wins, and Jonathan's tournament books, fantastic. His webinars, fantastic. I really love the one he did with Phil Hellmuth, reviewing Phil's World Series of Poker Europe main event win. And I love his quizzes too. So it's a real honor to be a part of the site. And if you guys want to get your 7-day free trial, that's where it's at, pokercoaching.com. And with all that said, thank you so much for watching the webinar. I hope you learned some valuable material, which is going to help you make more profit in future sessions.